So I was really excited to do my guide on D.Va because she seems to be one of the favorite heroes of the newbies, and even though she is not my best hero, I could sometimes pull her out in a pinch and be somewhat effective, but the more I thought about her, the more and more I've realized that this is probably going to be one of the more difficult Assholes Ultimate guides to do because I really don't have anything against her. I don't have any dirt on her, and it's hard to make jokes about a character that has nothing against her other than that she's really fucking annoying to play against. But you know what? It wouldn't be an Asshole's Ultimate Guide if I didn't completely try and roast the absolute shit out of her, so I'm just going to give it my damnedest. I'm going to give 110% real hard, just like D.Va mains that are giving 110% to jacking off to her endless amounts of porn on Pornhub, and God, is there a lot of that. I have actually been on Pornhub and typed in D.Va in the search bar, and there were a lot of suggestions. Like, seriously? What the fuck is wrong with people? Like, is that how D.Va players pre-game before a match? Like, is that how they low-key prepare themselves for their inevitable SR drop? I'm just ashamed to be on the same planet as these people sometimes. But now that I've used my one and only joke on D.Va, I suppose it's time to get on with the rest of the guide, and hopefully something else will come to me in the moment, and I will ad-lib it into the video. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the Asshole's Ultimate Guide to D.Va. So D.Va is Overwatch's crowd control tank. A lot of what her role is to deal with attackers at the front lines and go off and pick off stragglers when the need calls for it. Which is ironic because she's fucking 19 years old, Korean, in a mech suit, and she doesn't exactly sound like the Angel of Death, yet she is one of the game's strongest characters. So, that being said, all you feminists out there can just zip it. Just shut up. The special thing about D.Va is that her kit revolves around her giant mech suit, and as a result, she has two forms in which you can play in. Her mech form and her suitless form, which a lot of players, like myself, refer to as Baby D.Va. Her suit's primary fire are these two Gatling gun-looking fusion cannons that shoot out bullets, I guess. But it doesn't really matter because you might as well be shooting bubbles out of those guns at longer ranges, because unless you are actually spooning with the enemy that you are trying to kill, you aren't going to do any DPS whatsoever. Now, when D.Va has taken 600 points of damage, she ejects from the mech and is armed with a tiny pistol that actually does a fair amount of damage. Like, sometimes Baby D.Va is more of a savage than Mech D.Va is. Now, if Baby D.Va can stay alive long enough, she can actually regain her mech, and you can speed up this process by doing damage on people, barriers, etc. with that pistol and just staying alive. Now, a lot of nobody players adore D.Va, and I honestly think that this is the reason why, because basically, she gets 2 lives for the price of 1. It's buy one, get one free season at the grocery store of utter bullshit. Now, moving on to her abilities, her first ability is an ability called Defense Matrix, which is arguably one of the strongest abilities in the entire game. When D.Va puts up her Defense Matrix, every projectile that even thinks about going in her general direction immediately just gets sucked up into wherever that shit goes. I don't know, maybe it's fucking Iran or something. The only thing that Defense Matrix cannot suck up are beam attacks such as Symmetra's Beam, Mei's Endothermic Blaster, Zarya's Energy Beam, and Winston's Tesla Coil. Also, I think Symmetra's turrets are not blocked by Defense Matrix either. But other than that, Defense Matrix can stop anything and everything, including ults like Graviton Surge, Mei's Freeze, Hanzo's Dragon Strike if she is close enough to eat up the arrow before he fires it. Hell, I'm sure if D.Va was in France in the 1940s, she could have stopped the Nazis and prevented World War II. Like, that's how strong this fucking ability is. Now, her second ability, not as useful. It's an ability I like to call the North Korean cruise missile ability. D.Va essentially gets the ability to boost in any direction for around 3 seconds, and usually that direction is spiraling upward in an attempt to escape, only to fall right back down into a hot mess gang rape of 6 other heroes on the enemy team. You guessed it, just like a North Korean missile. But in all seriousness, this ability can be used to escape attackers, push attackers back. If you actually punch somebody while you're boosting at them, you get some better knockback damage, and you can activate your Defense Matrix while you are boosting. So you can use this ability to get to higher ground as well, but it's most commonly used, as I have seen, to propel D.Va's ultimate ability, which, speaking of D.Va's ultimate ability, is Self-Destruct, a move that is really kind of deceiving because you see the move get multi-kills every once in a while, and that kind of makes you think it's good, but then you are returned to reality and you realize that this ultimate really is sort of kind of bad, which is kind of like listening to an album of a popular artist and trying to get into it, but the music just sucks. Massive dong. I'm looking at you, Nicki Minaj. Anyways, for D.Va's ultimate, she ejects out of her mech, and the mech is like a 3-second cooldown timer before it explodes and kills anyone in a splash radius that's bigger than Kanye West's ego. So yeah, that radius is really fucking big. The ult can get kills, but really it should be used as the ultimate get off my lawn maneuver, you know, pushing the enemy off the point. You can hide behind barriers and any form of cover and you will be safe, even behind the payload if you are trying to hide from a D.Va ult. As for game modes to use D.Va, I think she is a viable pick for all types of game modes. Her defense matrix is just too strong of an ability to exclude her completely from any map or game mode. However, she cannot solo tank. Although she is good at crowd control and chasing down healers and squishies, she can't do that and protect her teammates at the same time. However, she's a perfect hero for a dive comp if you are not running a Winston or cannot run a Winston because nobody on the team plays him effectively enough. Well, that's about all for the Ultimate Guide to D.Va. Did you learn anything? I'm sure you didn't, but don't let that stop you from taking a moment to like the video if you've enjoyed it. It helps us out a lot, and while you're at it, why not subscribe? We put out videos every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and there's something for everyone here at Legendary Inc. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Nerd Catalyst, and I will see you all, hopefully with an easier hero to roast, another time.